In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful, Mr. President, since 28 February, the United States and the Israeli regime have waged an unwarranted large-scale war of aggression against Iran in flagrant violation of international law and the United Nations Charter, particularly Article 2, disrupting maritime security and freedom of navigation and threatening regional and international peace and security. The Strait of Hormuz has been increasingly utilized to support military attacks in the region, including the transfer of military equipment intended for hostile action against Iran. This militarization has exposed international shipping to heightened and unprecedented risk of Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz. In the meantime, the United States has continued its internationally wrongful act by imposing maritime blockade, unlawfully seizing Iranian commercial vessels and detaining their crews. These dangerous escalating measures violate international law, breach the UN Charter, constitute the crime of piracy and amount of act of aggression as defined in Article 3 of the General Assembly Resolution 3314. Mr. President, as the principal coastal states which the Strait of Hormuz lies within its territorial seas, Iran has taken necessary and practical measures consistent with international law to address emerging threats for safe and secure navigation, maintain the continuous passage of vessels, and prevent misuse of this vital waterway for hostile or military purposes. These measures are grounded in Iran's right and obligation under the law of the seas and its national laws and regulations, with a view to striking an appropriate balance between the security interest and the coastal states and the continued safe conduct of navigation in the Strait of Hormuz in a highly volatile environment. These practical measures will be carefully examined in light of the evolving circumstances. Iran is not a party to the 1982 Convention on the Law of the Sea. Accordingly, it is not bound by its treaty-based provisions, except to extend the specific rules reflected therein and universally recognized as customary international law. Lasting stability and security in the Persian Gulf and the wider region can only be achieved through a durable and permanent cessation of aggression against Iran, supplemented by credible guarantees of non-recurrence and full respect for the legitimate sovereign rights and interests of Iran. In conclusion, I categorically reject the allegation made against my country at today's meeting. Claims made by some delegation lack any legal basis. They serve only to divert attention from realities on the ground and the commission of an internationally wrongful act by the United States and its allies. Those delegations have once again exposed their double standards, demonstrating that their concerns for maritime safety and navigation is neither genuine nor consistent with their actions and positions. They assert the navigational rights must not be threatened, but deliberately ignore the United States' unlawful action, including the imposition of maritime blockade and its recent terrorist attack on Iran's commercial vessels, the conduct that bears the hallmarks of piracy and hostage-taking, and act like a pirate and terrorist group. Certain delegations have also misused this council by deviating from the agenda, aligning themselves with the aggressors and raising irrelevant and unrelated issues in today's discussions. Mr. President, the responsibility for any disruption, obstruction, or other interference with the maritime transport in the Persian Gulf, Gulf of Oman, and the Strait of Hormuz lies directly with the aggressors, the United States and its supporters, whose unlawfully and destabilizing action have heightened tensions and endangered maritime safety and freedom of navigation. I thank you.